Hello everybody, new week here at The Chew. We've got so much going on. Here's our lineup. The internet loses its mind over a badly photographed dress. We have a special report from Barcelona's Mobile World Congress. Ambitious plans for Google's Mountain View campus revealed. HTC and Valve joined the VR race with the new Vive headset. Fans rage brings Power Rangers tribute back from YouTube death, and so much more. Go! This week kicked off with the opening of the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, one of the biggest conventions in the tech world. 1.3 billion mobile phones were just sold in 2014, so the eyes of a lot of people are looking for the next big thing to come out of MWC 2015. The big news came from Samsung yesterday, trying real hard to come back to the smartphone game with the Galaxy S6 and Galaxy S6 Edge, the company's new flagship phones. Samsung's completely redesigned the look and feel of the phones, and while they ditched the cheap plastic for premium metal and glass, it also has a 20 megapixel back camera and a faster processor. But will all that be enough to stop the Apple craze? Here's their pitch. Pretty. Well, joining us from Barcelona through the magic of technology is tech correspondent Denis Wichewski, master of all mobile gadgets. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So how does this MWC look like? Anything exciting?
It's not extremely exciting. MWCs aren't usually very exciting conferences because they're very much mobile-oriented and very much technology-oriented. You don't see that many gadgets. You don't see that many innovations for the consumer. You see technologies that will be exciting when implemented in the products.
Okay, so let's talk Samsung. How were the reactions in Barcelona to their big day yesterday?
Well, it was a long day. We've had LG announcing stuff. We've had HTC announcing stuff. Samsung was in the evening. And the reactions to Samsung's announcements are quite good. Galaxy S6 Edge seems to be a very nicely crafted mobile phone. It's somewhat unique. You don't see that many devices like this. You don't see any devices like its curved screen. LG has curved screens, but it's not really the same. With LG, it's the entire phone that's curved. And here, it's a gentle curve on a rectangular screen. It's interesting. I mean, at a time when you can find 10 phones from different companies that look exactly the same, a unique phone is what Samsung needs.
Yeah, let's talk about the curve for a minute. Why do we need a curve?
You don't need a curved phone. It's not about need. It's about showing it off and saying, here, look at my curved phone. I have something that you don't. Samsung had to do it. After the lackluster impressions from the last year's Galaxy S5, they really had to redesign their phone and do something unique that will make people buy it, or at least consider buying it over many other different models that are pretty much almost the same.
Yeah, you know, well, so I agree with you. The specs look, well, pretty impressive, but will this phone be the answer they so desperately need to iPhone's success?
It's not about the iPhone, really. iPhone has a huge share, right? And Samsung is competing with the iPhone head-to-head, especially when it comes to advertising. But the whole mobile world, the smartphone world, is growing at a huge pace. And companies from China, such as Xiaomi, such as Meizu, Lenovo, they impact Samsung sales from different directions, not from above like iPhone, but from below as well. Samsung needs to stay competitive, not only when compared to iPhone, but compared to everyone else. HTC, Sony, all of them have great phones at this time.
But is Samsung doing something wrong? I mean, why does it feel to me that they're always one step behind Apple, behind even the other companies you just mentioned?
No, it's not that they're behind. It's that Apple is still the trendsetter. So basically, companies look at Apple and say, here's something Apple has done, let's do the same. You can see it with fingerprint sensors, which were almost nowhere to be found before Apple implemented it last year. And right now, everyone has a fingerprint sensor, and this year everyone has a good fingerprint sensor. And like last year when it was a somewhat problematic sensor. But yeah, when Apple does something new, it usually buys the best company in the business and then locks out the technology, which you can see with Apple screens, Apple's memory, almost everything, and then it takes a while for all the competitors to catch on. And this is the year they've caught on with fingerprint sensors. I don't think we will see Apple doing a curved phone anytime soon. Apple doesn't need this gimmick. It has its marketing, which is very much we're Apple by us. They don't need this kind of gimmick.
Let's talk a little more about MWC. Anything else you're going to see? Something that you are specifically expecting to see?
I really, when walking the show floor, which is immense, it's not huge like CES, but it's still an immense show floor, I really want to see what's next. And you can see the seeds of what's next being planted at all kinds of booths, both Qualcomm and Intel when it comes to processing and memory, and small startups. Let's not forget one of the best. It's not really best. One of the most exciting features for Galaxy S6 is Samsung Pay, which is basically built on a small startup called LoopPay, which Samsung has acquired a few weeks ago, and it allows you to fake a credit card swipe, which is very much exciting. You don't need a special point-of-sale terminal. You don't need almost anything. It actually works in Israel without being officially supported. You just take the device, you click a button when it's near the swipe slot for the credit card, and it goes through without the credit card. It's exciting. It's new. Everyone will be doing something like this unless there is a standard in the mobile payments, and we don't see it happening right now.
Well, it will happen soon. Dennis, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your time in Barcelona. Goodbye. Okay, during the last weekend, a black and blue dress, yes, black and blue, yeah, black and blue dress has managed to turn the entire internet-connected world on its head. What started as a genuine plea to settle a friendly argument over the color of a dress immediately morphed into one of the internet's most divisive debates ever, forcing everyone to choose sides. Not even Kim and Kanye could agree the dress was tearing us apart. It all started when two random women posted a photo of a reasonably dreadful blue and black dress on Tumblr, and otherwise completely ordinary clothing item that, due to certain refractions of light, eyeball shape, and God's worth, many humans perceived as white and gold. Then it all went bizarre, the internet was shattered, and even respectable news shows reported about the dress wars. So here's what happened at BuzzFeed's headquarters. Very disturbing stuff.
Here at BuzzFeed, we are having the same white/gold/blue/black video that all of you are having. So I just want to ask a few people's opinions. Tell me, okay, I'm sorry. First impression of this dress right here. If I was to walk into this office in this dress, you would say?
White gold. 100%.
Makes no sense. Kelsey, this dress is
Black and blue.
black and blue. Listen, Patrick, what color's the f***ing dress?
Blue and black.
Blue and black. Okay, Liz, what color is the dress?
The dress is blue and gold.
This doesn't make sense. What color is the fucking dress?
It's blue.
Chantal, what the fuck is the dress?
It is clearly white and gold. No! White and
Are
gold.
you serious?
I'm dead serious.
What?
Blue and black, easy.
What color is the fucking dress?
White and gold.
White and gold. What?
Obviously.
What do you
It's a color
mean?
temperature problem.
What color is the dress?
Yep, sorry for the language. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, the world is now officially insane. White and gold. Okay, ever dreamt of working at Google headquarters in California? Well, you are about to dream about it even more. Google revealed a wild proposal for remaking its main office space in Mountain View, California. So, rather than simply building more modern office buildings, Google is seeking to build some giant glass canopies with insides that can be rebuilt and repurposed easily depending on what the company needs. It's incredibly ambitious and futuristic, and the company has already admitted that some of the technology it needs to pull this vision off doesn't even exist yet. Google, we know you are special and unique. Just build buildings. You don't need to impress everybody all the time. Let go. Now, Airbnb is one of those sites that reinvented an entire industry, and now it's, well, worth as much. The platform that lets travelers book private spare rooms and entire homes as an alternative to traditional hotels is doing some booking of its own now. The company is raising another round of funding that will value it at $20 billion. That's according to sources familiar with the situation. Airbnb is one of the leading players in the rise of sharing economy startups, built on the idea of everyday consumers leveraging their own resources. Airbnb is currently active in 34,000 cities in 190 countries. It has over 1 million listings and has racked up 30 million nights booked. And with the money they're worth nowadays, they can make these incredible ads.
Look out at the world. Isn't it wonderful? And see all the places we call home. Hand-built hideaways, castles in the clouds, and bungalows with a beach out back. On Airbnb.com, you can book and stay in any one you like, all for a price that suits you. It's simple. Just enter where you want to go, the dates you want to be there, and choose from thousands of places. Then decide between a room or having the whole Airbnb home to yourself. Before you travel, you can chat with your host, so you're not meeting a stranger. And you can leave reviews for each other after your stay. Make yourself at home, wherever you go. Belong anywhere with Airbnb.
Now let's go back to Barcelona, where HTC has not only introduced its new smartphone, but also something completely different. The Taiwanese company presented Vive, a new virtual reality headset that will use Valve's virtual reality technology. The Vive Developer Edition uses two displays that refresh at 90 frames per second, eliminating jitter and achieving photorealistic imagery according to HTC. The displays are set to envelop your entire field of vision with 360-degree views. HTC has already lined up content from Lionsgate, HBO, and Google for when its new Vive headset launches later this year. Now, let's move on. We know a lot of people grew up loving the Power Rangers. We love the pink one, and the red one was named Jason. And I'm not alone. More than 12 million people flocked to YouTube and Vimeo to watch a new version of the old characters. Titled Power/Rangers, the new 15 minutes movie was made by Joseph Kahn, who tried to give the old characters a gritty and not safe for work new treatment. After a couple of super viral days, the video was removed from the site due to copyright claims by Saban Entertainment, the original owner of the Power Rangers. The fans raged over the decision all over Twitter, where things really matter, and Saban struck a deal with the creators, who are now free to put their short anywhere online. Here is a clip from the movie Go Go, Power Rangers.
When two empires declare war, neither side is innocent.
You're still a traitor, you worthless piece.
We were children, asked to fight an intergalactic war against an enemy we'd never met. Let's stop pretending our side stood on some moral high ground.
So cool, watch the whole thing. And that's it, this show is over. Thank you very much for watching. Twitter, Tumblr, TheTube24. And always remember, when nothing goes right, go left. Goodbye.